A seemingly simple statement spelled out in black and white. The words, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. The face, Colin Kaepernick. With this new ad, Nike now appears to be taking sides in the debate over kneeling during the national anthem. The controversy that has engulfed the NFL.
The NFL star suddenly at the center of a national debate.
Reaction to President Trump's tweets about player protests still reverberating around NFL stadiums.
Go now to that bold statement from Nike.
The sports apparel giant naming the former pro quarterback as a face of its iconic Just Do It campaign just days before the football season kicks off.
In the history of sports, no campaign, no ad campaign, is bigger than Just Do It. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, and for them to pick Colin Kaepernick, a guy who is not playing right now, but has a huge social footprint, is something that we haven't seen before in sports.
Kaepernick's protest began as a way to raise awareness about racial inequality and police brutality against unarmed black men. And as soon as he tweeted the ad yesterday, it went viral. Reaction ranging from supportive messages like, I am inspired by how he lives the American spirit, to a literal firestorm of outrage, fans burning their Nike gear in protest.
Well, sorry, Nike. I've been buying you for the past 20 plus years. Not anymore.
If you're mad, don't burn your Nikes. Send them to me. I wear a size 12. Thank you.
The blowback included country singer John Rich of the supergroup Big and Rich, who launched a series of tweets urging followers to boycott Nike. Rich specifically took aim at the socks Kaepernick wore to the San Francisco 49ers camp back in 2016, depicting pigs wearing police hats. Rich wrote, if Nike wants their swoosh to be associated with calling our police pigs, then so be it. I have a right to not buy their products.
They definitely chose the wrong person for this one.
In protest, some people, like New York City Police Sergeant Joseph Imperatrice, changed the image behind the original ad to photos of police officers killed in the line of duty.
Every time these family members have to see these players kneel, it's hurtful. It's disrespecting our country, but also the sacrifice that family made.
But Kaepernick supporters are firing back.
As soon as I saw that ad, I was very proud. The statement that he made and been making finally comes forth. He will finally get his justice. That's what I believe.
The debate over whether Nike has crossed a line playing out today on The View.
You are alienating a number of folks that would normally buy your brand. And I have a feeling if I know the folks that are protesting this, they're not going to buy Nike.
And you have half of the country that will continue to buy. In fact, I'm going to go out and buy some more Nike stuff.
For years, Nike would not want to wade into anything that would alienate a segment of society, which is what makes this move with Colin Kaepernick so unique.
Kaepernick kicked off the movement to kneel during the anthem 2 years ago. In solidarity, more than 200 other NFL players, coaches, and even owners followed suit. Taking a knee or sitting for the anthem became a kind of political Rorschach test, seen either as an act of nonviolent protest.
We back them 100%. They're our family, they're my brothers.
Or a sign of disrespect.
A lot of these players today are young, naive, and stupid.
You should stand for the national anthem.
President Trump often fanning the flames of this controversy.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that off the field right now, out, he's fired.
There ain't no dividing us, you know what I'm saying? I guess we're all son of
The issue got so hot that the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles were disinvited from visiting the White House after several players refused to meet the president.
The past couple of years, I haven't been interested in going to take a photo at the White House with that individual.
Former New Jersey governor and one-time Trump advisor Chris Christie has said the president is not to blame here.
Colin Kaepernick politicized it. He's the one who decided to bring a political public policy issue onto the football field.
Today, the president back on the record about the new ad, telling the Daily Caller, quote, I think it's a terrible message and a message that shouldn't be sent. There's no reason for it. But he added, in another way, it is what this country is all about, that you have certain freedoms to do things that other people think you shouldn't do. But I'm personally on a different side of it. Kaepernick didn't always kneel. He actually began his protest by sitting. But former NFL player Nate Boyer, also a former Green Beret, felt sitting was disrespectful and wrote the 49ers quarterback a letter. The two eventually talked and came up with a compromise.
He was asking me, what can I do that you think would be more respectful, because I'm not going to stand. I'm not going to stand until I see changes. I suggested kneeling because you can often see an image of a warfighter taking a knee in front of a fallen brother's grave to pay respects.
Kaepernick is a free agent. He's yet to receive a contract offer to play and has filed a grievance against the NFL, saying owners have colluded to keep him from signing with NFL teams. Since leaving the league, he has rarely spoken in public. This speech in the spring, a rare appearance for an award from Amnesty International for his activism.
It is the people's unbroken love for themselves that motivates me, even when faced with dehumanizing norms of a system that can lead to the loss of one's life over simply being black.
Team owners and the league have struggled with how to deal with the impacts, debating policies on whether to fine players or teams who protest during the anthem.
The NFL is trying to please so many different people in their fan base, people who are for and against, that they're caught in a catch-22. So the NFL in many ways is damned if they do, damned if they don't.
A new poll found the majority of Americans said kneeling during the national anthem to protest racial inequality is inappropriate, which is why some consider Nike's Kaepernick ad such a bold choice. Nike is the official apparel manufacturer for the NFL. The company signed Kaepernick back in 2011. The new deal includes a signature shoe and apparel line, along with Nike making contributions to Kaepernick's foundation.
So it seems like while the campaign in part is based on Nike taking a stand, Nike might have also been forced to act, because if his contract ran out, Colin Kaepernick's out there for any shoe company to sign.
A vice president for Nike telling ESPN about the new deal, quote, Colin is one of the most inspirational athletes of this generation who has leveraged the power of sport to help move the world forward. The controversy comes as Nike is celebrating 30 years of its Just Do It campaign.
I run 17 miles every morning.
The slogan first hit the screens in 1988. Those three words skyrocketing Nike's profile, turning the doubts of top athletes into catchy, thoughtful inspiration. From Michael Jordan to Serena Williams.
Put it away. Be tough, just like you want to win.
Who spoke over the weekend about supporting Kaepernick's mission.
I think every athlete, every human, and definitely every African American should be completely grateful for and honored how Colin and Eric are doing so much for the greater good.
But could Nike's new, more controversial choice hit its bottom line?
We've seen stats that suggest that around 46% of Nike's customer base supports Kaepernick and his cause. That's about 10% higher than the national average.
But advertising experts point out some risks reap huge rewards.
Are they going to lose customers? Absolutely. Are they going to anger people? We've seen that all over Twitter already. But they also know that they're probably on the right side of history, and they know that they're gaining street cred, and they know that in the long run, brand boycotts don't really do anything.
For people like Sergeant Imperatrice, all he sees is a company trying to cash in on a divided nation.
Well, first of all, you can't fault Colin Kaepernick for having that opportunity. You can't. But for Nike to go out there and jump into this media frenzy and the political war and get a gentleman that has no relevance to the sport anymore, yeah, maybe as an activist, if you want to call him, but to put him up there and give him money and look to make revenue, I didn't understand that.
But pro players like Chris Long recognize Kaepernick's mission and sacrifice.
We should talk about it. Cap does not have a job in the NFL because of his ideology. Then you see a major corporation like Nike get behind him. It kind of reinforces that you can still stand up for what you believe in. I think that's the positive of it to me.
Thursday marks the NFL season opener. It's not clear if any players will kneel for the anthem, but one thing that does seem clear, Kaepernick is still impacting the discussion about the NFL, even without stepping into play.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.